going on, everybody? This is Jacob Shoup. You're watching the Tom O'Brien Show. I hope you all have been having a fantastic day. Got a little bit of movement to the upside today. Just a nice little reprieve. Definitely a welcomed one. Earlier today, we did have live trading with Larry. Fantastic time. Some good calls going on there. He also, one of the things I definitely drove it home today, but one of the things that I do want to bring up with Live Trading Fridays is, even if you're subscribed to Fibonacci 24/7, which if you haven't tried out that service, I strongly recommend it. That's his newsletter. These are separate products, right? So there might be some stuff he's looking into that, it's so in the moment, right? That it only gets spoken about in those kind of live trading sessions. Now, Fibonacci 24/7 obviously covers so much. It's unbelievable sometimes how much he's able to pump out. But when you're doing these kind of like minute by minute updates when he's live, you kind of get access to some of those opportunities that might, have evaporated by the time it takes to analyze it and then send out a video. So it's really, I think it's a fantastic product. Strongly recommend checking it out. The next one is going to be the 28th. If you missed this one, but you said, hey, you know what, man, I just want to get in this, don't worry. You can go to the 28th one and the one next month as well. The first one, of course. We have 2 sessions every month, 2nd and 4th Fridays. So strongly recommend checking that out. That was a good time. Let's take a look right now. We got going on the SPY trading up 2% nearly. Not a ton of volume right now, but I mean, this is roughly the volume we had yesterday at this time, and we actually finished with higher volume, at least the day prior, right? On that down day. New lows have been being made. I think this is just a momentary reprieve. I don't think, again, things have improved. I think the uncertainty is still there. I think inflation is still there. I think consumer confidence is extraordinarily low. I don't see if we continue to get inflation to these levels, right, when the Fed can start cutting. What happens when you just... unemployment goes up and inflation continues to move as well, you're in a serious problem. And the Fed is, the Fed almost has to raise rates higher, right? I mean, that's what happened in the 80s. So you're trading at 562.37, up 1.99% in the SPY. Composite trading up about 2.46% at 17,726, with the Dow Jones Industrial trading up 1.55% at 41,448. Those Russell futures roaring to the upside, up 2.28% at 103.72. Crude ticking up slightly, up about 1% at 67.27. Gold contract, man, some big moves earlier today, and then we're coming down just a little bit. You made an all-time high again of 3,017. The fact that gold continues to move higher, even when you're seeing this recovery, I say recovery, but a counter trend bounce in the markets, I think should indicate that the money doesn't think this is over yet. I would also say, now, of course, you're getting a tick down again in the 10-year. So I think that the money's not sold yet, that we're out of the woods here. Any kind of movement to the upside, I think, does get given back. Now, you have option expiration next week, okay? So maybe you do get some bullish trend there. But if you're looking over a longer term, I think we are going to continue this downward trend. That's what I'm looking at. That's kind of how I'm positioning myself a little bit. Like, for instance, I want to say, and I know we got some guys who like this in the den. And the more I look at this company and the more that I see what the CEO is trying to do, it seems like they're getting their foot. This might be a bottom in the equity around this level, but I just, like an example, with Wolf going up 14.68%. They are in a moment where they're trying to get their financials straight. Does it make sense for Wolf today to be moving up 14.66%? I think this company has a ton of potential, okay, especially being an American chip manufacturer, right? And their silicon's a lot better. They do silicon carbide. I think that's very cool. This whole AI silicon data center chip is going to be a big exercise in efficiency, and these guys are there. But they still have some way to go to get everything situated. You can see they're reducing headcount by about 180 employees. That's good. especially for the condition that they're in. But when you look at it, is a 14.8% movement going to be sustained, through the next week? I'm not sure. I think, like, even with things like Tesla, you're getting kind of movement to the upside that's not really warranted in any major way. You're up 4.12%. And I want to divorce Tesla from Wolfspeed, obviously not related at all, nor are they similar in how I view them on the long term. I am starting to kind of see the vision with Wolf, I think, but I'm not there just yet. But with Tesla, for instance, I mean, you have bad things coming its way. They were talking with the Germans. Let's see here. Yeah. A survey of over 100,000 Germans revealed that this is from Electric 2, right? So, I mean, this is a big paper in this industry. They reveal that 94% won't buy a Tesla vehicle. Okay, that's... it makes sense, right? There's a lot of kind of negative talk of Musk over there. The fact that Vital didn't win, I think should indicate, and Musk was cozying up to Vital a little bit, right? That's the ADF's choice for, they're trying to go for chancellor, I believe. And you had that wholesale rejection by the German people of Vital, except in like Thuringia. I think they like the ADF. And that should be kind of indicative of where the German people's heads are at. And I think Musk kind of, really threw his weight into that. And the fact that she lost, again, indicates people about Vital and probably by extension how they feel about Musk, And then the whole thing that happened when he was speaking during inauguration. And again, I'm not saying that's what it was or what it wasn't, but that's how the way it was perceived, I think, is very negative for Tesla. I think Europe's going to have an issue for it. Canada certainly is not buying Tesla. And China is just getting extremely competitive with EVs. I mean, you had Xiaomi blow it out of the water, BYD blow it out of the water. Not even the Chinese companies are competing well enough. I mean, Li didn't have fantastic forward guidance here. Yeah, they're trading down 4.77%. The competition is fierce. How can Tesla recover from this, right? Especially at a time where the Chinese are trying to buy Chinese. Folks, stay right there. We'll be right back.